Hey everyone, this is Hinky Punk again, and this is a little bit of more advanced tutorial for the cryo tank background in the Sci-Fi background set. This set is available at Renderosity. This one is by request. Somebody had asked how I did my promo image for this background set. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you a couple things on this, and once again, sorry about the yellow dots. I'd rather be safe than sorry when it comes to nudity on YouTube and all that jazz. So, I'll go ahead and I'll just get started. The first thing that was asked about was how my character glowed. So, I've got my character, she's on the layer she's supposed to be on. First thing you want to do is go to Unsharp Mask, and you're going to want to do an amount of 25 and radius of 60 pixels. This is instant contrast. You can toggle this on and off and take a look at how much contrast you get just from doing this simple step. You have to be a little bit careful because sometimes if you get too large, you get halos around the character. It's not doing that to her, but it's kind of, the more up I go, it's, if you can see on the preview here, it's kind of starting to funkify her a little bit. So we're going to go back down. I usually do 25, 60. Depending on how large the image, you might actually have to go a little bit more. So actually I'll just go with 30 this time. So first thing, I always give contrast, and then second thing, to make her glowy, I just use dodge, and I've got my midtone set at 20%, and if my computer can catch up a bit. There it goes. So I'm just going to paint her on the areas of her that the light would be hitting. And really easy. There was a lot more skin showing on the other one, so we're gonna kind of just work around these dots the best as we can. And you can go up to 40 for some areas if you need to. You just hit the 4 on your keyboard and it'll change this exposure. Same way if I change it to 3 or 6, it'll change those. So zoom out, she's a lot more glowy now than she was before. The other part that was asked about, this does have different color options on it. So I can do dark image, which as you can see is really saturated on her, and you can do a purple. If I remove dark image, it turns the scene like this. So it does have some extra features, but you can alter these ones, and you will have to have Photoshop for this. They do not work in GIMP. I'm not sure about Paint Shop Pro, but for this one, what I did was I chose dark image, but then I selected my character, and I went here and I just did a little bit of erasing. That's my dog, I'm sorry if you can hear that. And I just made it so that she wasn't as teal as what it would be for something like this. Now I did a little bit too much up here, so I'm actually just going to go back many steps and get some of that back. And that is pretty much how I did this image. I also modified my bubbles a little bit. I believe I took this one right here, I copied it, pasted it, made it a little bit smaller, and put it so that it was coming out of this mask. And then as far as the bubbles that are right here, I actually moved this bubble set over here behind her. Copy, paste, and then drag it down behind that behind her right there, and I had pasted another one that I put on top of her, and I made a bit smaller. And sorry, those yellow dots are kind of distracting, and I deleted these big ones, I believe. So once again, really easy. And I did a 25-60 on my bubbles as well, and I did sharpen them. So I'll go ahead and we'll do that. And unsharp mask, depending on the size of the image, I usually do about 100. On this one I'm going to do a little bit lower, let's say 66. And then do the same thing on this bubble layer, 25-60. And that's pretty much it. From this point on, you can just do the rest of the post work. You can turn on this layer and change your opacity down, get some interesting colors in here. You can change the color of this layer. You can make it yellow. You can turn it into a funky green color. You can pretty much do whatever you want to do when it comes to this background. So here I'm just doing hue and saturation, colorize, and we can do red, green, orange, pink. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any other questions on this one, and I will be happy to show you what I've done. Thanks.